grab your pillow, chill with your boy Brillo. I'm back with another video. You come across it, like, subscribe, lock in to the real. You know the deal. If you a hater, please be quiet. You don't serve a purpose, just pouring gas on the flame, and I'm the flame. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Brillo. I'm back with another highlights video, Power Book 4, Force. Yeah, we talking about Force today. Episode 2 was a great episode. It was way better than episode 1. Glad to see we see the more cerebral side of Tommy, so let's kick it off. If I miss something, I'm going to double back. Like I said, I'm just hitting you with some of the highlights that I saw throughout the episode. So the episode starts off with a shootout. Well, not a shootout, with Tommy's brother's bar getting shot up. Is getting shot up because I think he's not paying protection. We don't know, but the streets are hot in Chicago. It's been like 30-something deaths over the past week. You got helicopters. The police is everywhere. And so Tommy helps his brother out, gives him a couple dollars. His brother like, I'm going to need way more than this. You can see their bond is forming. And Tommy's like, I got away. So his next stop is to go to the barbershop. But before we go to the barbershop, we see my man Diamond in there. He's working the bag. Baby bro's holding the bag, and they're chopping it up about business. And Jannard is telling him, I want to introduce you to these young boys. They out here crazy, putting in work. And Diamond is like, we don't need that type of heat. Keep them boys away from me. And of course, Jannard is telling them like things has changed. We need them on our team. It's an investment. I'm telling you. So just as they're having this conversation, who rolls in but Tommy himself with a duffel bag? Of course, they pat Tommy down. He give him the burner with no problem. He's going back and forth with a couple dudes. You know Tommy don't scare. So he throws the bag over, and it's the money and the dope that they lost. All back. And he's like, yo, that dope is whack. It's been stepped on with baby ass, man. You can keep that. And Jannard like, you stupid. I would have kept the money. And Tommy like, good thing I'm not you. All the time while looking at Diamond. So Tommy's get ready to leave. And of course, one of the young boys ups on him, gets to talking junk, you know, stupid young boy stuff. And Diamond's like, put the gun down. And they not even moving when Diamonds move, because they don't know Diamond. They respect Jannard. So Jannard has to tell them to pipe down. So of course you see that's going to be a problem. You got Jannard who basically been running the show for 15 years. Then you got Diamond who's coming back. That's always going to be an issue. So they diffuse the situation, and Diamond's like, come walk with me. And the streets being hot is going to play a role, because as soon as they step outside, they bend a couple corners and they get kidnapped. By who? Who would kidnap Tommy and Diamond? But your boy Rojas. Rojas is pressing. The character played by my homie Jay Moore from Jay Moore Reviews. Yeah, he's pressing. He wasn't in the episode, but his name is ringing bells in the streets of Chicago. So he has Diamond kidnapped. Tommy just so happens to be with him because he needs them to make these H deliveries, because like I said, it's so piping hot on the streets. He can't take the chance of his people getting jammed up. So he gets the drop on Diamond. And this gives Diamond and Tommy the opportunity to develop their bond, because Diamond's like, no, he's coming with me. I came in with him, and I'm leaving with him. So he's got to be my wingman, and they agree to it. That was the scene where Tommy headbutted the goon and said, you know, I'm in it now. So they're making plays through Chicago, and Tommy is peeping everything, and they're bonding on this trip. They're talking about the good old days when you made your first sale, and Tommy's like, maybe we the ones that's addicted to making these plays and making money. And Diamond like, I can remember the first time I sold my first $10 sack of weed. And Tommy like, I was selling them same sacks. They just bonding, catching plays. So one particular scene that stuck out to me was the scene with the cop and Diamond. Tommy is off camera making a play, and the cop comes and pulls up to Diamond. Now the car's not moving, and of course he has the itchy trigger finger, and he's ready to kill Diamond for nothing. The scene was intense, even though I knew Diamond wasn't going to die. Still was a tough scene for me to watch personally. No, it was just hard to watch because that cop did a great job. The actor did a great job of being a crazy white racist cop. So Tommy shows his white privilege. He walks up like, "Is it a problem with my car?" And my man like, "No, like this your car, bro." They get to saying bro, having a little conversation. Like he was like definitely white privilege at its finest. So Diamond like, "Man, what's gonna come back on your name?" And Tommy like, "Nothing." He's like, "Not even the parking ticket." He like, "Nothing." You know Tommy clean on that end. So Rojas wants to turn the clock up on these boys. Say, "Get my H delivered." So in order to turn the clock up on them, because Rojas got to make this money for the cartel. Like I said, he's not a small fry. This dude's name is ringing bells. They calling him Jefe. You understand what I'm saying? So Rojas turns the clock up on these boys. And he like, basically to give him even more incentive to get him his chips, what does he do? He kidnaps Jannard, smacks him up a little bit. And he like, okay. So now it's even more intense. They have to get this money. They have to get this money. So of course, they go to drop the make the play or whatever. He gets his brother back, and everything seems to be everything. And now let's just talk about a couple other characters. The Flynn family. Okay, you can see the groundwork being laid for the Flynn's family. The father is sick. He might not make it out of season 2. He might not make it out the season. He's sick physically. He says, "Don't tell Claudia." He's telling Vic, "Don't tell Claudia." Because we already know Claudia wants to take over. She already is trying to tell her dad, like, "Look, we need to start selling a different product." Her dad's a dinosaur. Of course, he's not listening. He's a chauvinist and also a dinosaur. He can't see in front of his eyes like your daughter would be the better choice to run the business. Like, anybody can see that. She has the vision and she seems to be very smart. And your son, he seems to be, I'm not going to bash him too much, but he seems just to be, you know, a regular kid, rich kid or whatever, entitled kid. So, of course, they're keeping that a secret. We didn't really get a lot of the Flynns in this episode. Vic finds out that Tommy is smashing Claudia, of course. You know, he was kind of scoping the scene, see Tommy in there, you know, romancing with his girl or whatever. And he like, "This dude, man, oh my God." And another important thing that happened, don't mess with Tommy. So the dudes that kidnapped him, right, soon as he handled their business and got his payment from Diamond for helping, I think it was like $25 that he gave all that to his brother. Then his brother, they was chopping it up at the house a little bit. His brother played a video for him, actually, when he was a kid. And you know that was touching to Tommy because he never have a family. His brother like, "I never had a brother." And Tommy like, "Yeah, you know, I did." And they're talking about ghosts. So that was another good scene with him and his brother. And that's when Tommy's brother tell him that he has a son, that he's estranged from him. When he was locked up, his baby mama left or did whatever she did and kept him away from his son. And now his son looks like he's running the streets. And I think he was one of the young boys outside the barber shop that Jannard was talking about. So that's Tommy's nephew. So I know they're going to play on that. They're giving us layers to the writing early on. And also, they brought a character back from the original Power. Liliana, you know, the woman who got a $150 across the face by peak sneakers on the elevator, and the OG Power gave her that $150. And Tommy wanted to kill her. They had to get rid of her because she was too recognizable. But I guess she's been in Chicago, so she actually gets the drop on Tommy earlier in the episode, but he diffuses it, and he didn't want to air her out. And, you know, with so many witnesses, the police actually rolled by. So, of course, he couldn't let that slide. He gets the drop on her. And come to find out, you know, he beat her up or whatever, about to kill her. He telling her, like, "I should have killed you years ago. Who sent you? Who sent you?" She like, "Nobody. I just heard about a white boy in a Mustang." And, of course, he's stumping around. And he finds a kid at work with the spider. She got the spider pack. And you know what that spider represents? One of those cartels, I believe the Jimenez cartel. So he's like, it's always good to meet up with old friends. So the Jimenez cartel is going to play a role in this. The series can go so many ways. There was something else that I wanted to mention from the episode. Oh, Tommy, of course, he goes back to the barbershop later on that night, knocks on the window, and he holds up the Versace shirt that the dude was wearing that kidnapped him. So one of Rojas people and the lady, he had him in the trunk of a car and lit the car on fire. Like, Tommy is not messing around with these people. This man don't have nothing to lose. He don't care if you live or die. Like, that's dangerous. People don't get how dangerous that is. Like, Tommy is really, really pressing. The episode was fire, man. And I see this series, man. It's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna make my predictions on the next DMC video. Shout out to the JH Reviews, my homie. We pressing. We got content coming. I'm gonna make my predictions, but I got a lot of predictions for this next episode. If you come across the video, man, help me out. Like and subscribe. Lock in with your boy Brillo. You will not be disappointed. Brillo, the big review. Holla at your boy on the next video.